Hey there, this is Heimdall's Watch, brought to you by Isolated City Gaming. This episode is brought to you by the $6.30 we found stuck between the couch cushions. Now, on with the show. So, Jesus Christ. Last time you guys did some things.
We went to
did some other stuff.
We investigated Jethrin's bedroom.
Yep.
I don't remember what happened after that.
That's right.
I don't
That
think
was
there
the
was,
end.
that was the end of it.
Okay.
You did something before that, though.
We went to the orators.
Zug Zug.
And
That's
hung
Yeah,
out.
there's Zug Zug. Zug
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 Zug.
That's why he
and
talked.
the
I
Zug
checked
Zug's a
to
man of the
see-
people.
I do that.
Huh?
And Zug Zug is now a man of the people.
He's the salt of the earth.
Salt of the earth, that's a better one, yeah.
I threw that mouse at the portal. It still worked.
Well, you threw two mice at a portal. The
I
first
think
one,
that's right, I threw
first
one
one was
mouse.
rather ineffective.
Oof. Hell, mouse for success.
Yeah, so I think, if I remember right, the last thing you guys were doing was looking through the bedroom.
Jarlson Manor.
In, the Jarlson Manor.
That's right, because we determined, because I did the 4D glasses, determined that he used to escape that thing that you found. He used to escape that, but it wasn't. No one used it to go up, but he used to use that regularly to get out.
Well, he was going to escape that way, and then the colonel came to his door, so he jumped back
Yeah.
into bed and
Did we find some dirt or something?
found some
I found that
leaves.
leaves.
Yeah, you found some leaf litter, which was out of place and a little bit dried, and then you pumped it full of life and
Magic.
life magic, and
The worst kind of magic.
bloody
Hey, we're all
hippie
wizards
shit.
here.
Oh no,
He has a
You're
point.
all our spellcasters now. That was a drastic change of events. But yeah, this leaf sort of looked alive for a bit, and then once the spell sort of faded away, crumbled into essentially dust.
From dust to dust.
I just want to be clear. The thing from the chat the other day where James pointed out the candles around the shrine, asking what color they were. I just want to be clear. If we see any blue candles, we're gonna be on the lookout for blue candles. I don't think we need to be. Hey, what color are these candles? Blue.
We don't want a whole amber door
I
situation.
don't think it's an. We could try for an amber door situation if that's what you'd like. Literally all candles we ask the color of.
Are there any candles?
Just saying, if we see blue candles, we're going to be like, that's something that we would notice. I would say, I don't feel like that's like a
What do you feel about
postscript.
aquamarine?
Ooh. Or
Sounds,
teal.
sounds tasteful.
Guess we have to figure out the shade.
You guys are in the bedroom. I don't remember exactly where you finished your investigations.
I think we were just finishing up in his bedroom,
Yep.
the one that he was in on that night.
Yep. Where else did you want to head?
The bedroom he got kidnapped from, the old one.
Yeah, that's what we were going to do.
Because
That
we
was the
spent
thing
one
we were
night
gonna
in that
do.
bedroom.
To the other book bedroom suppository.
Suppository.
I assume that's what happens there.
To the
I don't know
suppositorium.
what medications he's on.
When you
That's
reach
not
a
how-
certain
It's
age,
not how you deal with books.
Hold on. You don't talk for all of us.
That's a good point. Leland has some.
Literally in this campaign, that has happened.
That's true.
So as far as my character knows,
That's how you deal with books.
no, actually, no, that's not true at all. I actually read in my eyes, not with my butt.
I believe.
Why are you looking at me when you say that?
I believe he didn't really put it down the back side of his pants. I think it was more down the front side of his pants.
Yeah.
You know
I
what?
didn't stick a book up my ass. I fucked a book. Let's be clear. And you weren't in the room.
I think we just got an episode title.
Confessions of Leland. I fucked a book.
I fucked a book.
Well, we've all learned something new
Or
today.
just a book suppository.
Well, I'm going to the pub to drink this away.
Let's drink until we can't remember this. Okay. Hollister there is there with you. He's been sort of just lurking around the doorway. And he's like, you needing to see his original bedroom then?
yes.
Well,
Lead on.
Sure.
and he just sort of walks a little bit further down this corridor, turns to the right, and this one here is not locked. He just sort of opens the door up, and the room is sort of just like dark and disused for a period of time now. I think the period of time would be about a month and a half at this point.
Essentially since his abduction.
Yeah, I'm trying to think timeline-wise how long ago that was. About a month, I think.
Sounds good.
Yeah. What are you looking at me like that?
Nothing.
Story checks
man.
out.
Are there any candles?
Yes, there are candles.
What
color
colour?
are they?
You did this. You brought
He
this
was
on yourself.
abducted from this room by the blue candle people. If there's going to be candles anywhere.
Just regular sort of...
Regular what? Candles? What colour? We've had a lot of experience with blue candles. They could be pretty regular.
And I think we're going with the name the Blue Candle Crew.
The blue candle crew.
Okay.
I don't remember.
I mean, that was what Leland was saying in his head to the other voices.
What do the other voices say about this name?
It's bad.
But they say that about everything.
Oh.
They don't like any of my ideas.
They're right.
It's because your brain screams about him all the time. Anyway, the candles are usually a regular sort of white,
Okay.
off-white,
Candle coloured.
candle colour. Yeah, a
Have
regular
they been
candle.
painted?
You touch it, it's like, these have been whitewashed.
Secret blue candles!
Sacre bleu.
They're one step ahead of us. Oh no.
Oh
no.
Inside the house.
All right. So we've got to look at
Sorry,
every single
I'm picturing
candle
a
we
Bugs
see.
Bunny thing of like painting red sticks of dynamite white and hiding them in amongst the candles.
We're going to have to cut into every candle in this house.
And just like
like
make it look like no, the sticks of dynamite, paint them blue, and then just put like a little rune on the side of them. Just like, here you go. Like, oh, I wonder what this one does. Light. Oh, fireball.
It's a trap,
Oh no.
like the fishman said.
It's a tarp.
I don't know why you looked at me like that. That's just
He did say that. It was a direct quote.
it's a direct quote.
Oh, well, I'll take it back then.
But yeah, the room is dark. There is no, the curtains have been drawn. There's no sort of fire running in the room. None of the candles are lit.
I press the digitate to light the candles. Does anything happen?
I blow out the candles.
One of those ones you try and pinch the fucking fuse.
No, he's
uh-oh.
Druidcraft. He was like, pff, like
No!
They, little candle lights sort of sputter into life and start
So the room
flickering away. Yeah, you just get the room just starts to slowly filled up with this sort of ambient light.
That's all I had.
Everybody stay back. I cast detect magic.
Okay.
Every time, Ryan has to do a mental checklist of
Pretty much. Okay. You do get a sense from near the window.
there's magic by the window. Quickly, boys. Wait. There's magic.
That's sexist. I'm calling HR.
Look, that's fair. I'm sorry. I don't know what came over me. I'm gonna go look at the window.
Yeah, look at the window.
I'm gonna go look at that window. That magical window. That magical window that you do so well.
I too will go to the window.
We're off to see the window.
I jump out
Stay
the window.
back.
I run to freedom.
I'll stay with Kaz.
Oh,
I assume he's there.
It's Kez.
Fair enough.
yes, he is.
Yes. Silent until this moment. When he popped into existence.
As Kez is
Your
there.
best mate.
Yep.
Yep.
Your mate.
Well, we didn't tell them we were going, so maybe we could just, because these two are back. Is Kes needed anymore?
I feel like that doesn't
Alright.
change anything.
No, it doesn't.
No,
I
because of the
didn't tell him
situation
we were
before they
going.
left, he needed to be around.
But I didn't.
You
tell
remember
them we
that
were
quite
going.
clearly.
I forgot that.
So
I think
Oh,
he
yeah.
I think he just follows you.
I could just be in trouble. Oh.
I'm pretty sure you're basically like the
How is he still alive? Like,
I think he's imprinted on you now, like a little duckling.
how's he still alive though? Like, I don't even go like those like 3 weeks they're not there. Like 4 hours of sleep per night, just like out, like just like staring at a wall, just so
Meth.
hit to be awake.
He's on meth.
The highest
Meth.
quality amphetamines.
Amphetamines.
I
He's
said
a cop,
that
he's
in
got
a
access.
remarkably weird way.
Amphetamines.
Amphetamines.
Yeah, studying the window.
I'm studying the fuck out of that window.
All right, roll me investigation.
I'm going to guidance myself.
You do that.
I'm going to confluence with my dark god to guide my hand in this matter, and then I will investigate the thing. What's my investigation? Just out of curiosity. Look, we gotta be clear about these. +6. That's pretty good.
Nice.
Oh, no. Well, I think that was a 2. 16.
16. Okay, so looking close in, you can basically see along the base of the windowsill and up each sides is like a thin line that sort of almost like radiates like a bluish tinge. They're giving you the spell type of abjuration. It basically just runs most of the way up each side of the window and across the top, the edge of the sill.
What
Does-
do your wizard eyes see?
Does this remind me of the spell that we found on the door of the ship that we were on that had a magical alarm on the door
Yes.
of the ship that we were on?
Yep, straight up.
This reminds me of that time on that ship
With the hell cow.
with the hell cow.
Ah, they were good times. Simple
And the
times.
Goliath.
I think there's a magical alarm on this window.
One could just find out, open the window. No, I don't.
If you go to reach for it, I
Shoot
might
your
just put my hand. I think there's a magical alarm on this window.
And I said, let's find out.
I mean, we could just ask.
I suppose.
I mean, he's heard you say this.
Hollister. Excuse me, Hollister.
No. Yes.
Is there a magical alarm on this window?
A what now?
Like a magic?
Yes.
Like one of them, like a spell, like on the window, where it's like an alarm if the window gets open, like one of them. Have you ever seen one of them? I mean, you're not as well traveled as some of us. We're well experienced with these sorts of magical confounderies, but cast your imagination out. Has anybody ever broken into one of these windows and there's been like a magical whooping in your
Not
time?
that I've been aware of. Is it active now? Is there I'm not hearing anything. Is there an alarm going off?
No. What?
Don't be silly.
What? No.
Well, there's one way to find out who set the alarm.
I mean, we could try and open the window and see what happens. That's a dumb idea, but like we could try
We
it.
can.
But
Butts.
dumb ideas and buts.
Dumb
seem to
ideas
be
are our
number one
specialty.
forte. So
I mean, it's not really breaking into this place. We're here with somebody who lives here, so
And
We
we're the
are.
police.
and
Yeah, we're police.
oh yeah.
We're allowed to break in.
Sorry, I keep forgetting.
We're like legally obligated to break into places.
All right, well, Puppet, open this window.
Okay, open the window.
Nice.
Okay.
Snakes, so many snakes.
And poison needles. No. Wrong game.
Quick, everyone hide.
Everyone in the bed.
Okay. Your detect magic goes for like 10 minutes, doesn't it?
yeah.
Yeah. And I'm assuming it's still operational.
Yeah.
I'm
Sure.
assuming there's at no point you would try and stop that early.
Would you like to stop that early?
I tackle my spell magic sword.
While we're investigating this magical thing, I'm going to remain detecting magic.
Okay.
Interesting choice. Continue.
You unlatch the latch that holds the window and like.
Can I reach it?
Do you need a boost?
Yes, you can reach it.
Okay. It's built for humans.
We have fun here.
I keep on forgetting the fact that you're 3 foot high.
Exactly.
Silly gnome.
Yeah, you swing a door. One of the windows open. What you see is basically that line, that bluish silver sort of line that you can see in your detect magic. It sort of flares and then like pulses, almost. Yeah, if you want to think of it like an alarm flashing. You don't hear anything at all.
Ooh, a silent alarm. Ooh. That's how you know they're serious. It's going off, though. I can tell with my magics.
Nice. Should we, like, stay here and wait? Should we, like, not be here anymore?
Is the blue line, is it just on the window, or does it, like, lead off, like, in a direction somewhere?
Just sort of, it's basically just tracing the edge of the window.
Oh, we could hide and see who comes.
Say no more, hide.
Okay. Where are each of the three of you hiding?
Under the bed.
I wanted to hide under the bed.
Is there, like, a curtain I can stand behind?
I'm a lamp.
You're the rogue. You can hide
Well,
anywhere.
I've already said there's curtains.
I will hide behind a curtain.
The curtain is next to the window, in front of the window. That you're trying.
Is there a closet? Is there a closet?
Of course, there's a closet.
I'll get in the closet.
There's a bedroom.
I'll get in the closet.
All right.
I'll hide behind the door.
Hide behind the door. Pop it
I sit under the bed.
under the bed. All right.
I'm
Stealth
assuming
rolls from all
Kez
three,
will find
please.
somewhere as well. And 29.
Nice.
Ooh.
Even Leland's excited about his stealth roll.
I got a 24.
I also
Ooh.
got a 24.
I actually have proficiency in stealth. It just never comes up with Leland.
Samesies.
Why have you got proficiency in stealth? I know that's fine, but that's
Because I took it at the start. He's a sneaky man. He's a sneaky boy.
Sneaky boy.
the sneaker boy.
He's a sneaky boy. You
All
can, I think that was one of the ones I took from my half-elf proficiency.
So holding this for like, you went, open the door. We should hide. We just like vanish.
Hey, Hollister, you do you. I'm getting in this closet.
Let us know if anyone comes.
There's a joke.
like leaving it open just a crack so I can peek through. Is there like a little keyhole in the closet that I can look out of?
Is there like some sort
Yes.
of closet joke we
Yeah.
can make? Nah, let's move on.
I don't really get it. What do you mean?
I got nothing. I just asked, and there's nothing.
Okay, well, alright.
Something about the fabulous warlock in the closet. I don't know.
Leland takes a half step backwards and falls into Narnia.
Mr. Tumnus, not again.
Surprising number of sequin jackets in this closet.
Any number greater than 0 is a surprising amount.
That's fair. Unless you're in, like, Elton John or Liberace's closet.
That's true. It's still
And-
surprising though.
Yeah, well,
The main
I mean-
surprising part is why you're in their closet.
Jethron wasn't ordered,
Well, they're not.
presumably single male.
sorry, that was a bad joke in bad taste.
There we go.
What?
The closet joke came through.
Yeah, we got there at the end.
That was
I
offensive.
feel bad. Yeah,
Can we
it
get
was.
back to the
That's-
campaign, please.
Sure. I feel bad. All right. You guys are waiting in your respective hiding spaces. Kez has basically, with a couple of quick little like jumps in the corner of the room, has ended up just like perched up on one of the exposed beams within the pitched roof.
He's so cool.
No, they were
He's got some pizzazz and style.
I'm having a moment where, like, everything we've done up to this point makes sense, and Leland is sitting in a closet going, what the fuck are we doing? What am I doing in a closet?
All
What
your,
happens after this?
all your life choices, all your decisions, all the things you have done with your life have led to this moment where you're hiding in a dead man's closet.
At least they tell no tales.
I'm going to psychically talk to Hana and go, what do we do after this? Don't answer, I know.
I can't.
Okay, your position looking through the keyhole, you basically just get like a limited view of essentially across towards
What's in front of the keyhole?
Yeah, where it's yes.
essentially.
Well, the thing that's in front of the keyhole is the bed. You can see the bed, and you know, knowing that Poppet's under there, you sort of just see like the smallest shape of Poppet under the bed. You're behind the door, so you have no. Yeah, Hana sort of went off stage left.
Yep.
And you don't know. Kez went stage top. That's a thing, I guess.
Yeah.
This is going to become a boat direction thing again.
Yeah. We did so well last time.
Does anyone come to the alarm?
You guys are sitting there waiting for like 2, 3, 4 minutes. Hollister is
confused.
well. You probably can see the best because you're behind the door, so you can't see what's going on.
Hooray.
Peering out, Hollister is just sort of standing there at the door, just sort of looking around, looking to see anyone coming.
He doesn't get his hiding thing, does he?
Well, he's probably the most... Is anyone going to be in this house? It's probably
Out of
okay
all
if they
of
go
us,
like, oh,
okay.
what's like? I just thought I'd just
I guess
look
out
in
of
the
the 5
room.
of us. Yeah.
He lives there,
Exactly right.
Yeah,
and we're going to watch him get murdered now.
Yeah.
just thrown out a window.
It's a clue.
After a little while, you hear just the sounds of footsteps on like a carpeted floor.
Mm-hmm.
Coming up towards you, towards where you guys are. As it sort of get a little bit louder as they approach, and then the pace slows slightly, and then you just hear a voice that you guys have all heard before. You've been in the presence of the colonel's like, boy, what are you doing? And Hollister is just like, just looking to see if there's any sort of knickknacks or anything I could potentially take just in his memory, just keep on my person, just keep an eye on it. It's like, and from your position, you see sort of the colonel sort of walk up a bit closer to Hollister and just sort of looking at him, and roll perception.
Oh, bugger.
With disadvantage because you're sort of under a bed trying to hide.
Well, that was a natural 20, but it's disadvantage.
To a 1.
Into a 9, which goes to 14.
14. Okay, you're sort of watching this conversation, and you just see like that. He's got it starts off like with eye contact with Hollister, but every now and then just sort of like looks over his shoulder and just like hands across the room slightly, and then sort of looks back at Hollister.
So the alarm went to him. Is what I did use. Continue.
And he's like, "Did you?
He's a wizard.
Why have you opened the window?" Like, are you trying to steal from your uncle? Steal his memory? Trying to search for coin or anything you can fence to feed your gambling addictions?
Colonel's not a very nice man. We should kill him.
And he just sort of walks into the room and walks to the center, and then goes over to the window, sort of flicks the curtains open quickly, like pulls the window shut, latches it again, and just like walks out, and then they're sort of dragging Hollister essentially by the collar, and like slams the door behind him, and you just hear the sounds of like paired footsteps like taking off, leaving you guys in a
Interesting.
dark room with the door closed.
Cool. Let's rummage 3 stuff.
Now we're unsupervised.
I rummaged 3 stuff.
What's in the closet?
Okay,
Collection of fabulous sequin jackets.
we're going to go back to that bit.
There's a disco.
There is unfortunately no sequin jackets. There is no portal to Narnia. There is no lion. There's no witch. There is a wardrobe.
It's sort of a witch.
What's a warlock?
Yeah, well, look, alright.
Close enough. He could identify as a witch.
It's our word, you can't use that. Broke right. That was early. That's I think that's record time.
Okay. Looking through, there is varying clothes, just from like common household clothing, basic shirts and pants.
Nice hats.
probably not on the cupboard. There might be some hanging up elsewhere, but then there is also things of like high quality, essentially like dress wear for social events. There's a lot of
Nothing distinctly incriminating.
incriminating. Do you think he did this to himself?
What's the answer that I should say to that question right now?
And it's always a
Do
possibility.
I see like a diary or a journal or something like that
Where are you looking around? I'll get back to it.
Behind the door.
behind the door? The room. Oh no, but his bed's still like.
End of the day, this is a mansion bedroom for one of the like.
Did he hide
Mate.
stuff under the bed?
Under the mattress.
there.
Apart from a monk.
Apart from the monk.
You know, like people write letters and stuff like that, or kept a journal and like that. Just thought it might be interesting to have a bit of it.
In nude
read.
magazines.
Maybe just between the mattress and the actual bed frame.
Yeah. It's a clue.
Okay,
He didn't say no.
it's true. I didn't say no.
16? Any new bags under the bed?
Some sort of tasteful woodcut. I don't know.
I pocket it.
What?
I'm adding it. Thank you.
Tasteful nude woodcut.
Tasteful woodcut.
This is like the
Full of scantily clad dwarfs.
it's essentially like The Witcher 1, where you're collecting the cards while you're doing various conquests. That's not a thing that's actually happening in this, for the record. No.
Well, you
say that now.
You say that, but now apparently you've got
Now it's
theory.
thing. Now it's canon.
Okay. Still in the cupboard. You're looking.
Letters, journals, something like that.
Let's see. You're looking through like nightstands.
Yeah.
Looking across to like the. In this room, there's a little bit more
Stuff where you'd expect it, and if you can't expect it, then look. deeper
writing
for it.
desk,
Yeah.
which I didn't say before, but you guys went straight to the window and then did
Oh,
things.
if there's a writing desk, I'll probably look there
Yeah.
first.
It's one of the ones that is like the roll up
Yep.
top, and then it's got everything sort of laid out. And you're checking out under the bed.
Yes.
All right. Various investigations. You're still going through.
Yes, I'm going through the closet. You want
Investigation
investigation?
Ooh.
there as well.
18.
18.
I've
30.
already found the tasteful woodcut, so
30.
30.
Holy damn!
I got a 19.
My,
All right, everyone's getting
God,
high
you
numbers
actually
now.
are a police officer.
I know it's
Boom
getting to-
shakalaka.
What happened while they were away?
Like I said, we don't have to murder people to cover up Leland's various crimes.
What did I do?
Commit various crimes.
Destroyed a region.
Hey, Henna wasn't there for that.
True.
True, I wasn't.
She couldn't murder to fix it. You're less of the base chemical, more of a catalyst.
Oh, that's sweet.
You
Okay.
make things happen.
Looking under the bed, it's got a sort of a similar sort of feel to the underside of the bed in the new room. Like it's
It's a
been
bed.
poorly cleaned underneath there because there's
I haven't
limited
seen a
servings.
single cleaner while we've been there, have I?
No, there you've
I think they're not as rich as they pretend.
that would be
I
something
think
you could
with the fast production stuff, it's probably a good
Indication.
indication that this is more of
Sorry.
a card than what's going on.
Also, it's just dirty.
So yeah, there's just a reasonable amount of dust under there. Like you've got like
Yeah.
the dust bunnies and everything all like clinging to your clothes and everything. But you can see in a section that was
I make a
pushed
little
up
dust angel underneath the bed.
of nothing like it, leaving a hell of a lot of evidence in there.
More a dust cherub.
Dust cherub.
So he takes his pants off just to get that.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, up towards the wall end of the other side of the bed, you can see where there would have been like a box or a case or something like that was there. But you can see where there's
Yeah,
not
I
the
know.
build up of dust, and you can see where it was being dragged
Yeah.
out from underneath and there's just a line of drag dust from underneath.
Ooh.
In the cupboard,
Bills.
sorry,
Bills.
Yields. I thought you said bills at first.
So did I. I was like, what?
The whole pile of credit card debt. He's just been hiding at the back of the cupboard.
Where else you can hide it?
Sorry?
Where else are you going to hide it?
Yeah.
Burn it. You burn it.
That makes it go away.
Yeah.
That's what I learned from Fight Club.
You burn it, then the ghosts of the bills can't come and haunt you.
That's what I learned from Supernatural. We could do this bit for a while.
I don't think we should.
This is probably right. You do find one sort of dress piece. It's a it's like it looks like more like a riding cloak or something to that effect. It's sort of a fine sort of like silk with like a felted lining on the inside, just like so. It's used for. It looks quite stylish. It also looks good for cold weather still, and it's so it's hooded. The hood would come down if sitting on your face. It would come down to sort of just breaching across the top of your eyes, and there's just an insignia embroidered into the upper chest piece.
What's the insignia?
I guarantee you would have seen this around, so I won't even make you roll. It's the insignia of the family.
Family.
Of the Jarlson family. It's a
Blue candle.
that would just be like serving up things on a plate. No, it's a it looks like an old helmet, more in the style of like the old Viking look, and beneath that it's got a like a double-headed axe crossed with a kind of somewhere between like a sickle and a scythe, like farming equipment, and it's just embroidered in sort of like a golden-looking thread.
I already have a cloak. I can't really steal this one.
And that's your Spider-Man cloak.
It's my Spider-Man underoos, so I'll grab that though, and I will burst out of the closet.
Going,
Scary ghost.
all right, writing desk.
How much like a raven is it? Scale of 1 to 10. 1 being so raven.
That is so raven.
I was way happy with that.
Okay.
Once upon a midnight dreary.
Anyway, let's roll for initiative.
He jumps out of the closet and goes, "That's so raven." Stab.
That's fair. I deserve that.
Hospital, please.
I need 3 new kidneys.
I don't know what this poison will do, but let's... Oh no. Come back, dice.
That's what happens. You lose the ability to roll ever again.
Fuck yeah.
On the writing desk, you're looking through, and there is the inkwell, and there's a quill sitting up in it. There is a stack of like parchment papers that is just sort of blank. Then you've got like several drawers across the back with just like various bits of stationery. There's a wax seal set, so like the ceiling candle, which is not blue. So I might just say
Thank you.
it's just a red. It's just a standard red ceiling wax.
I go out to the bag of holding and get one out with the blue candles and put it in there to place it. Yeah, that'll get them.
Do you need the House Jarlson seal?
You do also have the seal stamp.
Do you want to forge anything from House Jarlson?
I think I do.
I thought you would try to take that, yeah.
Yes, I just wait to see if there's anything else. Any interesting writings?
There, you can see sort of because you got a pretty decent investigation there, didn't you?
Pretty stupid investigation.
Of
Yes.
like 30, or that was your stealth, wasn't it?
No, that was
it
my
was-
investigation.
Yeah.
Oh dang, okay, yeah.
It was like a 34 or something.
You
Oh,
can see like in the
30, I
actual blotter that's laid out. You can see there's just like every so often you can see where the ink has been like the blotter's done what the blotter does, which is soak up the excess ink going through the page. Is this a word that you're not familiar with? You're giving me a look like you don't know what I'm talking about.
What's a page?
It's some form of sex toy.
I gave Leland the taste for woodcut to distract him.
What are these keys for?
But yeah, you can see every so often where like the ink has like gone through the page, soaked into the blotter, doing what it does, and you can just sort of see like the scratchings of little bits of writing coming through. You with a 30 managed to get like broken bits of correspondence. Like every now and then you can sort of see make out the shading of like a word or like fragments of a word, but you're getting just like there's been letter writing on that desk within about a month ago.
Is this a thing like in the detective movie where they find like the pad of paper and they like shade over it and they see the impressions of what was just written on there?
It's that sort of feel like
That's
you're
so cool, by the way.
doing the pencil thing.
Yeah.
It's a cool thing which we're just not going to happen anymore.
Yeah,
because
'cause
people don't handwrite
people
anymore.
People don't write things down anymore. Damn millennials. They're ruining our detective movies.
Like like every single horror movie that we sold by having a mobile phone.
Yeah, stupid millennials. Taking away our horror movies.
Create new ones.
You just have to get more creative.
Not wanting.
Yeah.
Millennial horror movies are about kids fucking each other. There's one about that.
It follows.
Yeah,
Yeah, there we go.
we watched that.
Yeah.
Sorry, you're painting us a word picture. I'm sorry.
The fragments you get there is not enough to put together like a single narrative. You're just getting like fractions of words, not even like full words, let alone constructed sentences. Because you're not going to get that from a blotter.
That's fine.
Any addresses? Any phone numbers?
Sleight of hand? No, that's not very good at all. I don't really do sleight of hand.
Stick your finger in your nose.
Ow! 17 just to go with the thing. Just
The
like,
wax seal.
with the bag of holding.
There's a lot of hand in that. Oh, you just so these two don't see it?
Well, more for Kez, but
Oh,
Sure.
yeah. I didn't forget that Kez is in the room again. He's back.
He's really stealthy.
Like a nightcrawler over here.
Yeah, so you basically just like whisk the thing into a pickpocket's pocket.
Pick.
He pocketed it.
Cool.
Is there anything else you want to look
Well,
at?
we
You
can,
got a reasonable amount of investigation going on that one.
Trying to remember.
Yeah.
Casting mind's eye back. When Jethrin was kidnapped
Mm-hmm.
This room.
from this room,
Yep.
they said that there was a ransom note left here.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I have.
Well, I guess in that, I
You
was,
presented that in such a enthralling way
Right?
to
I was hoping that
It
the
was
stream of
me.
consciousness.
by
will
the
be
time I
somewhere.
got to the end, I would have something.
well,
Just one more thing.
Just one more thing.
on that note, that has been raised by my esteemed colleague.
Who are you talking to?
I don't know.
Apparently,
The
we're now in the
evidence in the
courtroom
room.
scene.
That's my esteemed colleague. Also,
May it please the court.
I'm just a simple Harper chicken. I like to look at letters, like stuff that he's received.
Okay.
I love the idea that we are clusterfucking around this thing and Kez is just standing in the rafters watching us go,
That's his job.
what the fuck?
I mean, he
is
could
this
help.
doing?
But,
You
you
can't
know.
argue the results, though. We've murdered countless... Oh, wait, that's not what we're supposed to do.
Ixnay on the Erda May.
Detecting magic.
Yeah.
Is the blue line still around the window now? What is it doing? Is it stopped pulsing? Is it still there?
At this point, the magic, the pulsing has stopped. It's just, but it's the light of the spell is still
Safe
active.
to assume it is reset. We could try opening it again, just to piss him off.
Absolutely.
Then they might actually look around the room.
But yes, any letters
find
that
us.
he's received? Anything that seems interesting?
Okay. Picking through, there is a distinct lack of any collection of letters. A noticeable lack of any collection of letters for a guy that's obviously actively
May have been
writing.
taken when he got kidnapped. Or
There doesn't seem to be any.
Or he's just one of those old guys that just writes to all the local organisations and newspapers complaining about things and no one actually writes back to him.
I am not a crackpot.
lot of-
Please remove 3 trees from the forest.
I am not a crackpot.
There are too many fat kids these days.
Please kill 3.
A real obsession with killing 3 of things. I have 4 children.
I'll let you decide.
Yeah. A noticeable lack of any form of response or letters to.
Interesting.
Is it?
It is.
It is. You're right.
Someone who clearly loves their writing, does a lot of writing, there should be...
Maybe he's just lonely and he kidnapped himself for attention.
Nope. Case closed then.
Case closed.
Open the window and leave.
The blue candle people kidnapped him. We rescued him from them. Remember?
Yeah.
That happened.
Oh, yeah. I come out of the window.
Fucking.
Hey guys, when Leland's getting upset at people for incompetence, we know you're doing bad.
That wasn't in character.
I didn't hear that because you're not a character talking in this world right now. This is just Ryan and
Being an asshole.
being an asshole to my very whatever. How are we gonna get out of here now? We don't
Well,
have.
it takes me a couple minutes to get here, so we can just go out the window.
Can just go out the window.
Yeah.
But then what?
Then you're
Well, we
outside the
kind of have
window
to leave.
on the second level of an alarmed window.
Oh, we can jump down. I jumped down fine.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I mean, we could just, snoop around the house for a bit longer. Seems kind of fun.
Yeah, right.
Big house. There's only 2 people in it. What's the chance something could possibly go wrong?
What about the Colonel's room?
Ooh, yeah. Let's do that.
Right, we go on the search for the Colonel's room.
Because you don't have no idea where that is.
Correct.
It seems...
However, I may have been in other people's houses multiple times before. I'm sure we can work
For
it
what?
out.
Is it a sex thing?
Yes.
Is it because you're a good dinner guest?
Yes.
I get that.
Okay, so you guys have seen down this hall.
And we'll also do it sneakily
Stealthily.
like.
Okay.
Because we're kind of not supposed to be here anymore, so let's be sneaky about it.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Just this once.
Wait,
We'll be
wait,
sneaky.
Wait. Wait.
Wait.
Public cast pass without trace.
Here we go.
Oh, that
That's
one.
the good stuff.
That's a good.
So we have plus 10 to stealth.
I just had to adjust myself in my seat.
Hook it to my veins!
Plus 10 to your stealth.
Yep.
That's why all our stealth has been fine. Because we've always got Mr. Without Trace over here.
Who's literally cast it for the first time now.
I've cast it a couple of times.
He's done it so many times. so many times. Oh, that's good because I rolled a 2.
Plus your...
Plus my guidance. Guidance.
Yes,
Yes.
that's why I said the plus.
So that's 22.
22.
22 is still pretty good
Not bad with a plus 10.
with a plus 10.
I rolled low, so I got 34.
38.
I rolled a 2.
I rolled an 8.
I rolled 16.
That's almost the worst that I could have rolled.
Yes, that's true.
It's almost
It's got 39.
2 for 20.
I'll check that show off.
He's pretty good.
Right.
I
We shall
actually
commence.
wasn't counting him when I... No.
It's not
case,
technically on
no,
our side 'cause
no.
that whole knife thing.
Alright, let's go.
That's a good point. Do you count him as an ally?
I do count him
You do?
in for this.
For the,
At this
in this
present time being.
particular
But
moment?
I'm keeping my eye on him.
Well,
no, you're not.
Shut up.
Also, before I forget, I've got a new Instagram page. You should all follow it.
Is it Gorgie Stares at Food?
Googie looks
We
at
already
food.
have.
I've already followed it.
Yeah.
Excellent.
You're not getting any more followers out of this.
No.
Promoted on our podcast though.
Let's vote. I love it so much.
Okay. Give me a marching order as you guys sneak out
I'll go first.
Scooby-Doo
I'll go second.
gang style.
I'll go third.
Kez up the rear.
You
Oh, I get it.
like butts.
That's where
Like the suppository thing we were talking about earlier.
That's where the books go.
All right. How are you doing tonight? You feeling you whisked away to a world of fantasy and adventure?
I like how you use the word fantasy.
Yes.
Tolkien-esque is what it is.
Go looking for the master bedroom.
Okay.
Stealthily.
Looking down the
Being sneaky. So
Be
Uh,
very, very quiet.
Discreetly.
how many other
sneaky.
other words for stealth have you got up your sleeve?
Hold on a second. I can
No,
go
let's find out.
I can go to-
Hello,
Thesaurus.
thesaurus.com.
That's right.
Okay. Looking down,
Tactfully.
so you were up first, weren't you?
Yes.
You sort of crack the door ever so slightly, like open it. You better hope not. And just sort of peering down the hallway. There is, I believe I said 4
2 guards. Roll initiative.
3 werewolves with spears. No,
It's happening again.
I think I remember there's 4 rooms down each side of the corridor, and then like a larger set of double doors down the end of the corridor.
Sure.
Go to the double
So
doors.
far, you've been like the first one on the left, and this is the second one on the right.
Double doors.
Double doors.
Like the wizard.
But Buzz will quickly check there's other rooms on the way there. Just a quick little picky point. Well, while we're here, why can we find the treasury?
I think we should just go to the double doors.
Okay. So on the way to the double doors, I'll check every other room. I was going to check the double doors.
Straight down to the double doors. All right.
Five
So
other doors.
you are at these so double doors. You can see like cut into the actual door. So cut in
Master
half.
bedroom. Oh, okay.
It's cut in half by the 2 doors, but it's got like a Nordic helm, double head axe, and again like a farming tools crossing beneath it.
That's the insignia that's on my new cloak.
Wait, have you been here before?
Do you have a new cloak?
It's a perfect disguise.
Are you not wearing it? Are you?
Now.
No.
Why not?
Can I wear 2 cloaks?
You might get a bit warm, but...
Oh, dual cloak. Need a fee for that.
Dual wearing.
Can I tie it around myself like a sash?
Like Miss Gesserek.
Yeah.
Well,
Exactly that.
I was about to say a year, but that'd be giving up the no.
Almost.
Miss Gesserek 2020. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
It's going to get weird real quick.
I'm scared.
Yeah, are you doing anything with the cloak?
I kept it.
Yeah.
I didn't put it down. I guess we've left the room and I'm like, I guess I'm keeping it.
Well, no going back. I'm a cloak wearing guy now, I guess. Yeah, so set of double doors ahead of you. And you recognise the symbol. This is probably the first time you've seen it around the place, but this is probably the most prominent version of it.
You want to check for like alarms? Can you do that again?
Yes. I do that again. With my magical eyes.
And I will check for mundane traps.
Razzle dazzle.
I will stand there.
Just look pretty.
I'll start playing some music.
How do you check this investigation for traps, is it? Or slight no?
Set the scene.
I was gonna roll nice.
Okay.
Well, it's like a James Bond thing.
There's no particular skill for it. It's now an investigation or it's perception. It's passive perception to see if you just sort of spot it just by your own ability, and then investigation is if you're actively looking for traps.
Okay, I got a passive of 20 and I rolled 16 to actively look. Bob,
Okay.
Bob.
This is indeed got a spell cast upon it. You basically your visions basically flashes to wizard vision.
With vision.
I wanted to say that ominously, but unfortunately I just had dinner and that didn't work quite as well.
You want a clean take of it? We can just 1, 2, 3.
It's fine. But yeah, the whole door sort of like shimmers with like that sort of light blue to silver sort of aura about it. Almost like the entire door is just like got a layer of water over it.
It's a magic door.
You can sort of see like as this sort of thing shifts around. It almost looks like there is a section of this spell that looks like interlocking chains made of this sort of spell effect, like crossing over the length of the door.
I think it's a magically locked door.
Do you want to check? We'll go into the room next to it. Here's what I'm thinking. See if that window's... I'm assuming that bedroom may have a window. And see if that window's locked in the window. Next we might go that way instead.
What?
So go to the next room next to it. Like if it's anything like the room we were just in before, have a window. If that window's not allowed, maybe we can go outside and scale the wall and go that way.
Are the other doors locked in this magical way?
Oh, you haven't checked.
I look at the other doors.
Oh, so in a magical way. No.
Open the first door close to the
I can teleport to the other side of the door.
It still doesn't help that the rest of us getting in though.
You can teleport to the other side of the door.
With my magic.
We're all wizards here. We all understand how magic works.
With my magic.
But I want to get in.
I'm always concerned when you pick up your PHP and start flicking through and it's like, oh, Change is
just-
going to call me on something bullshit that I've done
Scams
wrong.
and
No, I'm just trying
schemes.
to work out how things work with my things. I'm saying.
So go into the next room.
I'm just saying, like the random ass bedroom had its alarm window before. It's a
Well, I
good,
did-
good chance that the magically locked room also has a magically.
Well, that's what I'm thinking as well,
Windows
but
too.
don't know.
Well, I mean, all right. Maybe there's a secret passage. Let's look for secret
Well,
passages.
there's a good passage.
There's always a secret passage.
Is there a
Could be a-
bookshelf? I pull on all the books.
Are there any sconces?
Okay, so you were going into the first door, let's say on the right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You happy with the right, or you want to go to the left?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh. Roll a d20.
Righty tighty, lefty loosey.
Order 15.
We go in the 15th door.
15's uneven to the left.
Okay. Decision made by dice.
Clearly.
Duh.
Okay. You open a door to
The
a
room
horror
is full of
dimension.
guards.
Ah.
And now the random ass things we're doing right now, like we've stumbled into the room that Ryan has cleverly marked as the trap room. Yeah, I'm assuming that you're like, yeah, no, you've got this whole mansion mapped out in meticulous detail with all the rooms labeled and
I have an idea in my brain.
We're assuming
Does that help?
Oh no, we're
A little
doomed.
bit?
We're assuming the other doors haven't lit up to the wizard vision.
No, he
I
did
did ask.
actually ask that.
Thank you.
All right.
While you're looking
So-
through the PHP to see if you're doing
One
things
step
right.
ahead of the lawman.
What do we see in that room?
Okay,
The lawman?
this room here looks like a sort of a space allocated. Sorry,
Nothing. Please go on.
Paint a picture.
looks like an area for sort of entertaining guests for short times.
Hey, way guests.
Are we not entertained?
Is there any booze?
There is this, a couple of couches. There's a couple of like wing chairs. There is a like a fainting house, a chaise lounge sort of set up. There is a
Heavens.
round like coffee table, I guess, for lack of better words, sitting there, and underneath there is just a series of small like crystal glassware like hanging by their stems underneath. On the against one wall nearest to the fireplace, there's a like a glass doored liquor cabinet, displaying a lot of fine local liqueurs.
Fireplace gives me an idea. I was thinking as well.
We'll
that
burn
maybe-
the place down?
Yes, but I was also thinking like a big room like that would probably have its own heat source as well, so that's potentially a thing as well.
You gonna Santa Claus your way in there?
Yeah.
Cool. Is the liquor cabinet magically alarmed?
No.
I open it
Oh yes.
and I pour a glass of something.
Now, before you get drunk, let's check the window quickly.
I think getting drunk would help.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Like Danny Ocean.
Sure.
So I saunter over there with the glass of fine
You
fine
get a
booze.
glass, pour yourself one glass, sip, it's like, throw the glass over his shoulder.
No, I'm picturing like doing that and like and then like the bottle is like under my arm and I amble over.
No, I can actually imagine him doing that. Going, throwing the glass, going where he is, and music, going, whoop, just catch it.
What's the deal with the window?
Looking at this, there is this is Magic Vision. I'm sorry, showing you looking again. Yeah, same sort of setup. There is just that thin, glowing line.
Well, maybe just teleport in there and see if there's a fireplace there, and we'll head that way.
Okay. I'm realizing now that it is coming to it that this might be a dangerous plan for our hero.
No, we're fine. Oh, you mean you?
I do mean me in this particular.
What's the plan?
I'm going to teleport into that room.
Okay.
We're gonna, you know.
Wait, are there any secret passages from this room
one of those
into the
things,
next
no,
room?
like in chess
Oh,
where you
I
use your pawn, just,
sorry, I forgot to
yeah,
describe
yeah.
all
It's
the
thought,
secret
it's-
passages that are absolutely everywhere.
Yeah, we're fine.
Would you like to investigate, looking for?
I really would.
Yeah.
We're
What would you like to
we're
investigate?
clearing the
This is
landmines.
an entertaining space.
We're
There
at
is
30
a
plus stealth checks.
Yes.
yeah, like I said, like there's the alarmed window. There's the liquor cabinet. There is a couple of small bookshelves that are just
I pull on all of the books.
okay.
Many
There again, like
distractions.
mentioned, the fireplace. There's obviously the door you just came in. There's several different chairs. There's
I'm doing the thing where like anything that looks like it might turn or lever or latch, I'm just sort of like trying
Like
all the things.
wall sconces.
Sconces, I'm pulling on sconces. I'm
Oh,
trying to twist
totally! I thought I was
sconces.
doing a sconce thing because it'd finally bring in this obsession with sconces into an actual fucking thing.
With the thing, the fireplace, is that like what kind of fire? Like, is the chimney like big enough for like us to kind of squeeze through? Because some are like really, really small and some.
Elf
Bigger.
size, halfling size, gnome size.
Let's do the bookshelf thing.
Mouth size.
I think I've already used that.
Fair enough.
I think.
You.
I know I did it once.
I don't think you've done wild shaping this day.
Well, didn't we? No, in the morning we went to the
To
The
the
elf
thing.
the
speakers.
thing. I think I.
To the thing.
Oh, I just speak of animals. Sorry, I think. So I
You
did
speak with
Yeah,
animals.
okay, no, I can.
You can do the thing that I don't know you can do.
Yeah, going through the books, you sort of start
Don't mind
like
that one.
pulling at books. Most of them are essentially set dressing. They're the books you expect to see in a person of
Encyclopedia
Of
Britannica's.
like 3 sets. He must just to show off exactly how rich he was. He bought 3 sets of the same edition.
Wanker.
There's a lot of ones which is just like stories of noble families. There's stories of like history of the city, history of the nation, history. Some of the writings of some of the oral stories of the Starfall. These are sort of things that people have if they want to look like they're well read.
Yes.
But nothing appears to sort of like trigger any sort of like hidden mechanisms or.
Oh, man. I thought I had it.
They're just pure pretension. That's it.
I was about to pan over to what God was
An
looking at,
empty chair.
but now apparently.
We were inspecting the chimney.
What would you like to look at other than that? Because I think you guys were going. Oh, you're expecting the chimney as well.
Is it climbable? Is it person-sized? Is it?
It'd be squeezed.
Is there a roaring fire in it currently that would kill us?
It's not lit. No. Good idea for
Just in
actually
case.
asking
Don't
that.
get excited. The fireplace is not lit AF.
He did actually ask though.
So,
Before jumping into
before
the
looking
fireplace.
up the chimney, he did go, "Is the fireplace lit?"
How
Are the
blue
candles
are
blue?
there?
No, there's no blue candles in the room that you've spotted.
Confirm.
Are there painted candles in the room?
There's what painted candles. No.
Okay.
Well, in some of the pictures, there are some pictures. Some of the paintings, there are some candles.
This changes everything.
Does
Go
it?
through the looking glass.
Is there a
It's
safe
just-
behind the photo frame?
So, there's like a still life picture of like a bowl of fruit and harvest affair, and there's a candle, a candelabra,
Is there anything behind that picture frame?
a wall.
Okay, no safes.
No safes. Okay, looking at the
Fireplace.
fireplace and the chimney, the mantle is quite exquisite. It's like hand carved of. It's an image of. It's looking like the centerpiece is a wolf that is like in like full run, chasing after the basically like a stylized version of the moon.
That sounds familiar.
It's a family of werewolves.
It's also just part of Norse
Werewolves.
mythology, theology
Thermatology.
in this situation.
Archaeology.
Thaumaturgy.
We're getting off target slightly.
Mixology.
Astrology.
No, I
You
think
gotta-
we're well and truly done.
I just wanted to see if you wanted to jump in with anything. Okay, but yeah, the actual.
Physiology.
He'll jump in when he's ready.
Psychology.
There we go. Thank you.
Okay, we're done now.
Looking at the actual fireplace, you can see the you got the grate down the bottom there, where the logs will be sitting, like a fine layer of ash underneath, but there's nothing sort of sitting in the hearth itself. Looking up through the chimney, it's quite sooty and everything, most of the way up because.
I ain't afraid of getting dirty, but I know someone in this party is.
He'll do what he has to do if he wants to follow you. Does this change your mind about the size of the chimney?
But yeah, it would for you at sort of. Cause you're
I'm not getting in the chimney.
already dark enough, and no soot needed here. There's all purples and blacks.
Come out to the coast, have a few laughs.
But yeah,
I understood the reference.
yeah. If you wanted to climb up there, it would be a tight squeeze. For you, you could climb up fairly. Okay, it's not going to be squeezy for you to get up there. Whether it's
still not comfortable.
it's still climbing up the inside of a chimney that's going to be slick with with soot dust. You're not climbing this.
I'm not climbing this.
Not for any sort of lack of capacity, just for absolute lack of interest in the concept.
I can do magic.
Maybe we all can. It's nothing special. Do you want to go check the room then by yourself? And let us know if there's a fireplace in there.
Okay. I click my fingers and I teleport into the room next door.
Alarm! Alarm!
Oh dear.
Alarm! Here you go. What's the worst that can happen?
I mean, Ryan asked me if I'm sure. I've watched Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. That's never a good sign.
Oh god, what the?
Are you sure you want to lock in, eh? Oh, not anymore. I'm sorry, Eddie. Please help.
Just do it. We're right here for backup.
No, but you're not.
What's the worst that can happen?
I had another thing to check. Just hold on, just a
Okay.
sec. The room we're in, this adjoins into the master bedroom room next door, right? Roughly.
They would have a common wall. Yep.
That common wall.
Yeah.
Tap on it to see if there's any that seem secret passagey. It's a mansion. There's got to be secret passages.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like
This
shaving a haircut.
that wall is it also shares it's the same wall that has the liquor cabinet and the fireplace. So the fireplace shares a common wall with that there as well. Going along, it's you're tapping on the wall and it feels like a wooden construction. So wood studs on the inside, then like boarding on the outside of the wall, so you can hear the hollow thud, and then like a bit more of a harder area when you hit some of the studs, but don't seem to spot like a.
I don't think there's a secret passage at all, guys.
This is the worst manor ever.
I don't think anyone was really
Hold on.
help to see a passage for you.
I'll pour myself another glass.
Yep.
Why are we going in there?
I can't remember.
Humor me. Why are we doing this?
Because we can.
Cool. But we sort of can't.
I don't know. We were just.
We're getting to the point where we can't, and that's why I'm curious
Well, I
as to
thought you
why.
said you could. You could just bang in there and say if we can
I can
get into
manipulate the
fireplace.
laws of time and space to get in there, but
So
really
we can
before,
get in there.
Maybe
before I do that, I want to find out why.
maybe we should just leave while we're ahead.
Guys, we got like respect this moment of Leland asking why we're doing a thing.
Why are we doing this thing?
This is a pivotal character developing moment.
See. Well, you raise a good point. You know,
Maybe we should just go before we get.
you're right. We could admit defeat. It's fine. Defeat happens.
Oh well, now I want to go in there.
I see several reasons. The writers had no letters. It was quite interesting. Normally, you'd expect there to be some correspondence and stuff there. So maybe the Colonel has it. Also, the Colonel's a dick. I just want to kind of screw him over a little bit. There might be something interesting in there.
You may
Also, if you can't do it, it's okay. No one's going to blame you.
Oh damn! He did that thing. Oh.
We all have limits to our own magical powers.
All right, I'm gonna go back to the door out in the hallway,
Uh-huh.
and I'm going to cast a magical spell.
It's Eldritch Blast, isn't it?
Fucking
Prestidigitation.
had it with these goddamn doors. I'm gonna dimension door to the other side of the door,
Okay.
dimensionally.
Is there any check you need to do when you don't know when you're jumping to? Somewhere.
Nope.
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 Yeah,
It's
as long as it's within range,
it's a
Just
good-
say like
it's
5,
a-
10 feet type
It's a
thing.
it's a good
and
spell.
you can describe where you want to end
It's a
up.
good spell.
It's-
You arrive exactly at the spot desired. In a range of 500 feet. It can be a place you can see, one you can visualize, one you can describe by stating distance and direction, such as 200 feet straight downwards. I'm not going 200 feet straight downwards.
Shut up.
Because I can just,
Or
I can
upwards
very
to
quickly
the,
describe what happens if you do that.
upwards to the northeast at a 45-degree angle, 300 feet. I'm not doing that either. I'm thinking.
I can also describe what's going to happen there because you're on top of a hill.
I'm gonna like tap on the door and sort of like judge the thickness, and I'm like, yeah, no, it doesn't seem like it's a 5-foot thick door, so I'm just gonna teleport to the other side of the door, like
So we're going to roll this d20 and see how thick this door is.
Oh, it's a safe door.
16 feet? That's a weird door.
The room is actually all door.
It's a,
I can bring one willing creature.
come on down to real fake doors.
Does anybody want to come with me?
Me.
Henna's the only one that can't fit up the chimney.
All right, I'm gonna link arms with Hana, say we're going on an adventure, and I'll click my fingers and I'll teleport to the other side of the door.
You're off to see the wizard.
The wonderful Wizard of Oz.
And Kez and I will wait in the room next door.
If you would arrive at a place already occupied by an object or creature, you and any creature traveling with you take 4d6 force damage, and the spell fails to teleport you. I figure the other side of the door is at least going to be clearer.
Oh, you're basically just like popping like a few inches to the other side of the door?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, okay.
I'm not stupid. Well, okay. Look, I realized after I said it.
You are doing the cautious, intelligent way of doing this dumb thing.
You're doing this after I egged you on.
That zingers like that keep me coming back, Ryan.
Okay. You...
I was really concerned until I realized that I could bring someone with me. Now we're in this together.
Guess what you're an accessory to?
I can tell you. I've also committed multiple crimes as well.
Okay, so you pop... I'm assuming it's an instantaneous thing?
Yeah.
How would you describe this? Because I think this would be the way...
I'm picturing it, it says dimension door, but it doesn't say anything about a door. It's just teleport. So I'm picturing like a woomph, like a little bit
like
of purple mist.
Yep.
And then on the other side we woomph.
Yep. We sort of appear out of this blackish, purplish mist.
Yeah.
Hana has a bit of a sort of a disorienting. Yeah.
I don't think I've used
Disorientating
this
thing.
spell before.
Oh, yeah, that's why I don't think. That's why I was going to let you throw out the description of it. Yeah, Hana's slightly disorientated coming out the other side because this is slightly different to other teleportation that you've done. It's different to the way that Whisper works. It's different to the way that traveling through the ley lines works. It's different to the way
You go through an elder god's butthole to do it, but it's only for like half a second.
Henna's
you're
been
fine.
there.
Sorry, I'm not here to yuck anybody's yums.
But yeah, you pop into this. It is a pretty grand room. It is. It's probably the largest. Thinking about the space of the house, it's probably the largest room in the house. It is. In the center of the room, there is a long table. It is sort of almost oval shaped. Printed across that, like sort of painted across the surface of this is like a map of Gesserek and the surrounding lands. There are several bookcases, like stacks of bookcase stacks that basically like look like columns holding sections of the roof up.
It's not a bedroom.
No.
We got the wrong room.
Or the right room.
There is several like high back chairs all lined up around the around this table. You'd be looking at about a good dozen or so, with one that's looking a lot more ornate than the rest. That is at the head of the table, as you'd expect.
Is this where they play Warhammer 40k?
There's also a series of microphones and some recording stuff.
White people live here.
I'll derail myself. There is also a larger version of the writing desk that you saw in Jethrin's original room.
Yeah.
A much more sort of ornate laid out one. It has opened up. There is a couple of like candles either side of the.
Are they blue?
They're not blue.
Thank you.
They are just candles for illumination, not for destroying things or making things disappear or teleporting you across time and space or making you into things that you aren't before or hiding you.
All candles can teleport you across time and space. That's the magic of reading.
Oh my god, that was amazing.
Oh, should I do that? It'd be amazing. I really don't like the Colonel. I could just like replace one of those candles with one of those candles that I've got. If he notices.
Well, the candles you have are blue.
Yeah, I know, it'll be fun.
You could
If you just paint the candle.
Look, you're packed to the eyeballs with poison right now.
Yeah,
You
but-
could just fill every, like... Not this bottle, like all the other bottles with poison.
Not this one, because that's not going to be any good for dealing with the Colonel. That'll be dealing with me, which is a bad thing. I don't like that idea.
I don't like that idea at all.
But yeah.
Is there a fireplace for the Santa Claus plan?
The what?
Santa Claus plan?
Oh, the Santa Claus plan. Essentially, within the room, it would be backing against the other one from the room previous. They potentially could actually share a chimney point.
I'm going to telepathically say to Poppet, the chimney plan is a go.
While
Boop,
he's doing
boop,
that,
boop, boop, boop.
I'm
going
to
to-
the writing desk. Sorry.
Kez and I are taking the chimney plan. Kez is extremely enthusiastic.
He is not.
How else is he gonna see Hannah? He has a job to do.
You see,
Every
okay,
second
We've all
that
got-
they're apart,
We've all got a job to do.
plotting more
Kez.
murders.
Like, no
Yes,
knives.
I am.
We have a job to do.
It's my bottle.
you see him sort of like
I
pulling all
love the image of a bottle and a glass. That's how he's getting around.
You don't drink straight out of the bottle. That's how animals drink.
Animals drink like that.
All right, so
Under his
if you can give me an athletics check to climb up the up the
Uh-oh. 22.
Okay.
Woo!
You sort of like get there. You're like you sort of like grabbing hold of, like little handholds
Nails
within
in
the
little
stonework,
gaps
and just like
between.
pulling yourself up, and just every now and then, like sticking your leg out and bracing yourself against, like
Monk shit.
yeah, you're doing monk shit. You're,
Monk shit.
About 3/4 of the way up the chimney, you can see where the brickwork opens up further, and you can see like a second chimney section that
Yeah.
adjoins and becomes just a larger chimney section between the two. And peering over the edge, you can just see like a straight, or pretty much a straight drop down the other side,
Sweet.
following a similar sort of pathway into
I
an
tell
empty
Kez.
half. Kez is sitting there like,
Otherwise,
do
you're
I
on
have
your
to?
own. Well, otherwise, you're going to be in there on your own. And if we have to get out of this here, we have to get out of here together.
I'm assuming at this point you're whispering.
Yeah. If we have to get out of here, we have to get out of here together.
And you just hear the sound of him like sort of popping one of the bags on his hip and like pulling on a set of gloves.
It's okay, I can prestidigitate you clean after this.
You say you can, but will you?
Yes.
Okay. And yeah, looking down the chimney, you see him sort of like very, very tentatively, like holding a hand out, like touching the side of the of one, and then like recoil slightly, and then like just again the
Just
side.
think
and
of
it's
getting
like,
Hannah back.
and you just
Just
see him
think
sort of,
of sweet vengeance on Hannah.
you see him sort of like
She's on the
close
other
his
side
eyes
of this.
and just like scrambling madly up the chimney, and then sort of reaches up to the point where you're at, and so like you feel him to like grab hold of one of your legs.
Yeah.
And then like opens his eyes up. It's like,
You got this.
and just like seeing like the coal dust or the soot all down his arms, and he's just like,
I prestidigitate.
Wider.
I start cleaning, prestidigitate,
You should
spamming.
leave just a little spot of soot on the end of his nose, though. It'll be adorable.
Oh, yeah, no, he can only see what's on his arms at the moment, so I'm just prestidigitating that clean.
Just a little spot
what's
on
your
the
plan
end of
for
his
going down
nose.
the other side?
Dropping.
Just dropping.
Featherfall.
Fair enough.
Monk shit.
Can you put that onto other
Nope.
people? All right. All right. From within the room, you see the movement within the hearth. You just see a little like crumble of soot come down, and then just pop it ever so gracefully, just like fall. Mary Poppins his way down the chimney and just appear within the hearth.
We're real good at this.
Ta-da!
And then you hear the sound of
Ah!
less of the screaming, but more like the sound of like just like hands pressed against the side and just releasing enough pressure to slide down, and just like
I'll try to help catch him.
and there's just like this of like coal dust and soot coming out of this hearth, and just like
We're stealthy.
like this blackish cloud spilling into the room.
No, you're filthy.
I told you could do it. I start pressing I'll spend a while to clean him up.
The thing.
Doing the thing where he gets clean.
Yes.
All right, 4 of you in the room.
What's with the
I'm going to
map,
Ryan desk.
Ryan, what's with the map? That map that you said, what's the deal with that? What's going on in the map room that's on the table
see
that you
the
said about earlier? What's going on there?
What
What is
look-
it?
isn't a
Is it a map
bedroom.
on a table? What's going on? The
It's
the
actually
chairs
sort of
around
like
it?
painted on the table as well. A little bit like Stannis' painted table in Game of Thrones.
Nice. What's the deal with it? What's going on?
Yeah, so you're looking at basically a layout of the city. You can see.
Is there anything like marked on it, or is it like troop movements sort of situations? What's this for? What's going on with it?
At a guess, you would say it would be for. No. Either planning for. Well, you could plan anything on a map. You could plan acquisitions of land. You could plan military movements. You could plan
Does it look like
a
they're planning
holiday,
something?
a holiday at the docks.
Does it look like they're planning something on it presently?
There doesn't seem to be anything laid out on it currently.
Damn it! There's no little miniatures clustered around the sides in like foam cases or anything.
Whole sets of dice.
Laser pointers.
Yep. The other two.
Which is the writing desk.
Oh yeah, you're the writing desk. You've been prestidigitating.
Yes. This is the weirdest bedroom I've ever been in.
It is not a bedroom. This is
I was
more
told a
like a
bedroom.
study/meeting
Yes.
room.
Yes.
All right, the writing desk. If you can roll me an investigation.
I can roll the investigations. It's a guidance for self. Pew pew pew. Pew 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 pew. That's some good love now. 14, 18, 28.
28. Okay.
It's a number.
Confirmed.
Prime number.
All right. So looking across the desk, it's got a similar sort of layout. It's got the large blotter across the top. It's got a couple of candles sitting in essentially like things to catch the wax. Again, like drawers for all the various different stationery and office supplies, inkwell and quill. One thing you do notice, there is a second inkwell that appears to be empty. Just a clean quill sort of sitting up in it.
Filled with poison.
You're like,
Replace his ink with poison. Then when he licks his pens, he'll die.
Got him.
Got him.
would that be enough dose to kill, or just enough to make him feel a little bit queasy, like he had too many almonds?
A fate worse than death.
It is.
Yeah.
Kind of sucks. Yeah. Going through some of the drawers, there is just like stacks of letters and correspondence. There are some cuttings from local newspapers. There is, the Jarlson family seal,
Yoink.
because you need two of them apparently.
Can I have one?
Sure.
Yay.
Yeah,
I
you've
can
got a
forge
whole
documents
bunch
too.
of stuff you can go through.
Yeah, I'll go through it. Let's keep an eye out in case it's like a secret compartment. Like sometimes those things have like little Cool spots.
You see the video of like that French
That's exactly what I'm thinking of,
writing
yeah.
desk with all the little fucking hidden
Yeah.
things that are so... It's like 400-year-old desk and you could not see the seams now. It's crazy.
Kind of looking to see if I can, I guess, look for that and see if I can quickly identify like any of the correspondence from the other one that moved in here, and just anything that kind of catches my eye that just seems interesting.
Okay. Flicking through, a bunch of the letters are you grab one like...
And also I guess related to the case, but it's something in there like in regards to the financial situation, something like that as well. Something that'd be useful for blackmail.
Yep. Flicking through, you have a lot of ones which are like general correspondence with people within government and authorities. Just basically, this guy definitely sort of positions himself as an influential person, even though he's not a member of one of the like a high-ranking member of any of the churches. But he's in with most of the bureaucracy, so there's a lot of back and forth with various political leaders and religious leaders. There's a lot of that as correspondence there. You do find essentially the equivalent of bank statements, and running through them chronologically over the years, the holdings have dwindled. But in recent times, they've seen somewhat of a new growth.
Interesting if true. And I assume it is true because it's in the letter.
That is what you got, because you got a whopping great big investigation roll. So this is the information that you're getting.
Big swinging investigation roll.
Gross. Apparently, that was my breaking point.
I didn't even say dick.
Had you, it might have actually been better. One thing that does grab your attention is there is a series of letters that are a heated correspondence between the colonel and one of the archpriests of Odin's church. They are mostly about differences in opinion of some of the planning and development of the city and the the parceling off of roles and duties around the city. The colonel feels that more should go to people outside of the churches, more private industry to take up some of the role, arguing that it would be good for economics.
Do I see a copy of Atlas Shrugged in the...
I managed to just lean in on some pretty heavy Republican views very quickly, don't I?
Any references to John Galt in there?
But yeah, that's there's a bunch of that stuff there. Folded up beneath a bunch of those as well, there is just a series of like rolled up parchments that look like they're sort of ready to be written and sealed. They're just folded in the folded twice over, so they're ready to be essentially parceled off.
They got a family crest and stuff on it? Like...
No, they haven't been wax sealed yet, but they're not fresh parchments like flat. They've already been folded over, but not sealed.
Alright, look at those.
And opening them up.
Yep.
Blank page.
I'm going to take a few.
How many? 2, 3, 4.
How many there?
About a dozen all up.
Okay, I'll just take 3.
3? Alright. I already said the candles are just regular candles.
And I will take one of his bank statement ones as well.
Yep. More old school, more in the decline, or in the renewed.
In the renewed
in
and
the
declined.
Okay.
So it sounds like he has a vested interest that align with what Bilson is putting on the table.
Bill Sweat?
Bill Thwain.
Bill Thwain.
What did I say?
Bilson.
Yeah.
Same thing. Same. Bill.
I keep on forgetting he does that thing where he does names differently to what they actually are.
I really just got that one wrong.
Oh, okay. I thought you were doing the bit.
No.
I'll take a few of those as well, because I guess I'll get more of a thorough read type of thing. Because it might be a disagreement, but it could still be something that he might be somewhat connected.
Hey, Ryan. Is there anything magic in this room?
Okay.
Because I can see things that are magical.
Because that's still running, isn't it?
I can turn it back on.
Okay. Yeah, use it. Oh, yeah, because it's just at will, isn't it?
Because I just do it. It's a thing that wizards can do.
Okay. Looking around the room, behind you, you can see that. Well, when you turn around and see the door, you can see that same sort of shimmering angle. This time, you can see where the chain sort of loop around the far side of the door, and on this side here is like an arcane-looking, like heavy-set iron padlock. That essentially just give you more flavour to that spell because that's cool.
It's cool. I like it.
There's 3 windows in this room. They're tall, thin windows. One is basically directly opposite the double doors. The other 2 are sort of towards on the walls either side, but towards that end of the room. Each of them you can see the glow, that fine bluish silver glow of alarm.
Yep. Nothing else?
The map table is giving you just a whole vibe.
I knew something with the map. That's sort of where I was focusing my attentions. I thought, shall I roll an investigation check?
If you could, please.
I gotta get a good roll at some point today. Is the thing.
That's true.
I will guidance myself with my magical guidance. I dropped my dice. Everybody, I dropped my dice. Not in the good way. Hold on. Okay. Everybody, I got it. I got my dice. Then I roll it in my proper dice rolling spot now. Well, that's better. It's a 23.
Alright. Give me a second.
That's a better number. That's a better number than the other numbers that I had earlier.
That is confirmed.
All
I've
up
got to
from here.
find. I had it written down somewhere. I've lost my place for.
You wrote something down.
I needed to remember the name of the thing that's going on here, and I've written it down somewhere. And I can't remember, so I've got to find the spell again.
Splishy splashy.
Thing that's going on.
And vamp, guys.
So you're just scrubbing the shit out of
I assume
Kez?
he's clean now. So
Yeah, no need to take a fuse again.
yeah. So we'll just investigate the big fancy table for secret compartments.
Runes.
Which?
Runes.
Yeah, I find nothing. Big table.
Big
solid,
table.
Solid. Definitely
It's
no
got a picture
secret
on top of it.
compartments.
It's
Yeah.
impossible to say what it's of.
I can't see what's on top of the table.
You're
Come
very
on,
sure.
let's be. But it's a very solid table. Definitely no secret
You're
compartments.
like on the edge of it on tippy toes. Go, oh, what's going on the table?
It's like there's something in the grain or something. It's. Give me a boost, Kaz.
I like you and Kez as a duo. It's
2
adorable.
midgets in a trench coat. Give us that big robe. We can.
Okay, so what you're getting out of this is not a spell you've seen before. It feels like a combination
I've seen a lot of spells.
of a few spells. One you do get a sensation of, and that is scrying.
Yes.
There are other elements to this spell, and it looks like of the creation of whoever. Like this feels like a unique and new use of magics.
Something going on with this table, guys.
And yeah, part of it gives you the vibes of scrying because you've done that a couple of times,
Yeah.
and you know that that feel and that taste of that magic, the color of that magic.
I've read that book.
It's a good book.
Is there any like? I'm picturing like runes or buttons or something like that to activate it. What I'm sort of picturing is right now, Leland's going to try and use whatever magic this table does.
Okay.
I'm just fucking doing it. Hey Ryan.
Okay.
I'm doing it.
You're doing it. I'm doing it.
I'm doing it, Ryan. I'm doing it.
Okay.
Put my hands on it.
On
Touch it.
the table. Yep.
Touch it.
Pardon me.
Do I feel anything? Do I feel it move? I think it moved.
No. What? So you're just laying on hands essentially, and
I'm looking around to see if there's like runes to activate it.
there are definitely like runic symbols are all around because it's sort of it's got a whole stylized look, and it definitely looks like whoever the artist was leaning very heavy on traditional imagery.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out use my magicalness to osity to try and use whatever this thing, however this is used. I want to use it. I want to do the thing. I want to do the thing with the table, Ryan. Let me do the thing with the table.
Okay. So there is a whole.
Do I need to put a quarter in?
You look at the edge of the table, and there's already like a quarter sitting there, and you're like, I gotta someone else.
I got next.
Okay. There is a whole world of old runic symbols, all sort of laid out around the edge. Essentially,
He's got a thing.
like there is a whole. Pretty much all of those are scattered around.
Okay.
Those are runes.
Any particular sort of catch your attention?
Do they correspond to letters?
These are more representative of words and whole sections. They're not. It's not a lettering system. It's more of a. I forget what the actual a phonetic system. No, it's not. It's more than that.
Can I push the runes to spell out or say or that correspond to Jarlson?
Okay. Roll intelligence. Do you have comprehend languages or something like that aligns?
I don't know.
No.
I used to, and I don't now.
Oh no.
But roll me intelligence.
I have Arcana. That's a thing.
Got him.
Roll me intelligence.
Intelligence, you say?
Yep.
With a dice.
Uh-huh.
I rolled a 20.
A natural 20?
I rolled a natural 20.
Nice.
The natural.
Ruining
It's
DM's
a
plans.
it's a 2 and a 0, and it's in the right order. My intelligence modifier is 2, but I rolled a 20. Ryan, hey Ryan, I rolled a 20.
So you got a 22.
22, but it was a 20 on the dice, which is a good number to roll on dice, as I understand dice rolls to be.
Okay. You're picking through this, and the closest lineup to Jarlson that you can sort of get there is you've got one symbol that sort of equates to sort of the concept of like wealth or power or something. That is basically like it's just I'll do it so the way you can see it is that way, and then 2 points up like this,
Like an F.
yeah, F with like a lean to it.
Like a crooked F.
And
Those
then
crooked
the second one is man, which kind of looks a little bit like a elongated M, but with some extra bits connecting to the sides.
Wealth man.
Mm-hmm. That's a. And pressing in that order, you press the first one, and you see it just like get a little bit of light to it. Press the second one, and the light on the first one dies, and the second one lights up.
Can I push them both at the same time?
You do that, and they both like light up simultaneously, and then sort of like glow a little bit stronger, and then you sort of see this whole ripple effect of almost like a bluish light, like spread like a shock wave, or just like a wave across the entire map, and you just see all these little pinpoints of blues just like pop up inside the map.
All of
And
the
you guys
rich
see this
people
as well.
in Gesserit.
Where do the spots correspond to?
There is probably a good few hundred of them.
Are there lights up in the Temple of Heimdall?
No.
Is it like clustering around the neighborhood we're in?
There's definitely 1 or 2 points within walking distance of the house.
Any point that looks familiar?
Anyway, it's a big city.
It's blue dots, right? Do any of the dots correspond to a spot where we know there's one of the blue candle sigils?
Definitely.
Like the one...
I was going to ask, check
Yeah.
like the alleyway with that thing.
Definitely.
So this is a map of all the blue candle sigils. Fair guess? Fair guess?
Roll me perception, guys.
I mean, what you keyed in was wealthy people.
I did a bad perception, Ryan.
I got an okay perception. 25.
21.
21.
Looking at it, you're sort of looking at it. You go, "Oh, like this is
Oh,
some
blue
sparkly
dots.
magic stuff." What you guys notice is almost take a step back and think of like some of like the animation work that people do when they're trying to show like synaptic firing within a brain, where you just see like
Yep.
you see like these little flashes of blue where one point will light up. You can almost see like the faintest line of like connecting to another dot, and that one will like flash slightly, and you can just see like these pathways all the time.
Just on that.
Like when they showed this inside the Cerebro Dome on the X-Men movie. I've been thinking about the X-Men movie today for some reason, but it
Fair
seems to be
I
appropriate.
was going to say like House of M when I was going to describe that M rune, because I thought that would have been a reference that you got and maybe one other person.
Just
cool.
on that, like watching those things kind of go through, does there seem to be like over time, if we like, I have to do a roll for this as well, over time there seems to be like a pattern where they're kind of like, they're going everywhere, but there's
Converging on a spot.
a spot where they're converging on where like the main sort of...
Roll me investigation
point
to see if
is.
you can spot some sort of pattern.
I will guidance this. Should be okay. 13 plus 2 plus 8 is 23.
23.
That's a good number. It's also a prime number.
Nice.
You do see like a lot of flashes, like starting flashes coming from some areas of like higher, just general population, things like the markets around the Speaker's Alley. Sorry, put the S at the right end of the wrong word. There is a bunch of flashes down near the docks. You do see like disparate little ones. A bunch of them do sort of. You see them. A lot of the corresponding flashes towards other areas, and then you'll see them flash on. It looks like no one's taking a direct path to one single spot. Like it's almost like it's being more used as just like a convenient method of getting around the city quickly. Less of a.
They're all going through 4 proxies.
It could be a case of essentially it's a elaborative VPN setup where they make sure they don't all just converge in one spot, or they're using it to get around town because it's a really handy way of public transport to get around the city quickly. Yeah, you're not noticing a particular point of meeting, and that could just be the time of the day you're looking at it.
I mean, this is concerning in and of itself. Just if this is
Yes, it's...
if this is them teleporting using the blue candle thing, I'm like casting my mind back to the horrible time we spent in the gnome village. They were saying that using this teleporting at all.
That was using the actual candles to punch a space in the ley lines that we took, whereas this kind of teleporting is a little bit different, I think.
That was saying that it was like dangerous and hazardous to the world, teleporting the way that they were doing, using the candles. I mean, it was slightly more violent those early times, but like still, they're using blue candles to teleport around on a scale that is profound. This might be cause for some concern, guys.
On that thing, if you want to roll me intellect, pop it.
Pop it.
Oh, fuck. Into there?
Yeah, I figured I'd give you a real challenging roll.
11.
11.
I rolled more than 11.
Your gut feel on this is what, especially with what Leland just sort of said there, is maybe this is a similar process, but just slightly more refined.
Okay. Not so much punchy.
It could still just be
As punchy.
but you don't need like a whopping great big candle. Just essentially refining it down to the essence of candle.
Okay.
Maybe. You didn't roll that great.
We know the kernel's involved
I'm
in some
very
way,
bright.
so we've got another source to kind of... follow around.
Yeah. All right, grab an end. We'll take this table with us.
Put it in the bag.
Put it in the bag. Hold it.
You got the highest passive perception out of a lot of us, don't you?
I do, I believe.
Actually, we both do.
Oh, because it's wisdom based. Carry on.
I have shit perception.
We're
You noticed I didn't
20s.
ask you all that one.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you did notice.
I did notice that.
You both notice it at the same time. You hear the sound of footsteps coming louder and louder.
Footsteps.
Hide.
Have I been like leaving my fingers on these?
No. As soon as you remove them, that thing was still going.
Is there a way to turn it off? Can I figure out a turn off button? What's the off button? What's the off button? Shh. Seriously, is that like one of the runes that I got a 20 on my roll before?
What's your thinking on to turn it off?
Is there like a no or a stop rune or a?
I have one way we could potentially shut it off if we need to. I've got a sword that casts dispel magic.
You stab a table.
Yeah.
I like it.
Well, I haven't got my stabbing quota yet.
Okay, I'm going to give you the breakdown of the runes that you've got here. You've got wealth, cattle, thorn, mouth, ride, torch, gift, joy, hail, need, ice, year, you, as in the wood, game,
Naturally.
Of course.
elk sedge, sun, tear, birch, horse, man, lake, estate, day, oak, ash, bow, earth, serpent, chalice, spear, fire, stone.
They're all so good.
They're all. I can't. Don't make me choose, Ryan. Oh, please don't make me fucking choose. Stone. I push stone. And ash.
Stone and ash?
I push stone and ash.
Alright.
Self-destruct timer. T-minus
That's
5
the way to
minutes.
go.
Okay. You... Stone and ash. There's a lot of combinations here, so I've got to think of
Yeah,
things that
that's
go along as well.
Before, as he's doing that, before doing anything else, like, what kind of roll we have to make? Like, just like try and memorize as many of those locations as possible. Remember, like a few key ones.
Roll for photographic memory.
Done.
That's a feat you can
There's a
take.
feat you can do.
Yes, I know.
Like, I guess I don't just remember a few more. Like, I know one over there, and I'm saying one more. It's a few.
Roll quite high. Okay. Roll perception.
Make it good.
Make it
Fucking make it good.
essentially the better it is.
Roll better,
The
good.
more you're going to get out of this. You're not going to memorize the whole damn thing because that is too
Natural
much.
20.
Oh my fucking god!
Yeah, boy.
Okay.
I told him to do that.
You told him to do that.
Oh. I was going to say I have an excellent memory for maps and geography.
If only he rolled the 20. But this is a map. This is quite literally a map.
Yes, but you guys just leave.
So basically, I look at this. Go,
I can't even see the top of this anymore.
Okay, let's face it. Natural 20 or not, you're not going to get the whole thing.
Excuse me. Natural 20 means instant. Everything's great.
Everything he wants forever.
Natural 20.
This is the best you can do. You still have limitations because you are not...
Incorrect. I'm a drow.
But you are a woman.
I'm a racist drow.
You definitely...
I'm ignoring.
I feel like he's just bully on and let that one fucking...
Oh, is that why I don't get the entire thing right? No. He's raised a good point. If I was a male drow, that'd be
I would be
different.
telling you exactly the same thing.
Oh, of course you say that now.
I'm sorry. As you were saying.
Okay.
So what? Tee-hee, my brain hurts, Ryan. What do I remember?
Let us go and pull over that fainting couch from earlier.
Oh gosh, I remember 2 dots. I do believe I've had enough.
Why am I becoming the asshole of this one? He fucking said it.
He was just interpreting your.
He was just picking up what you were
Absolute
putting down.
discomfort of this conversation.
Yeah, right. I get it.
Okay. You're going to get a good few dozen of the locations. And considering there was a couple hundred, that's it's still a fraction, but to sort of pinpoint these and you're managing to like pull from areas.
For what it's worth, like the scope of this is probably like shocking to us, right?
Yeah. It is huge. Anyway, well, you said ash and stone.
I did say that. Was that a good thing to say? Should I have said something different?
Too late. Oh no! Open the window.
Everyone jump. It sounds like hearths or something.
Oh no.
Graves.
You're just working out how much.
Thank you. I love this. Thank you very much. You press those 2 there, and you see like light start to sort of fill the room from over your left shoulder
I'm so sorry.
as the fireplace has ignited.
Oops.
Maybe we should leave.
Because apparently this table is also home automation.
Hey, stab the table.
Meanwhile, footsteps are getting louder and louder. They are definitely coming up the hallway towards this end of the building. Sorry?
I stabbed the table with silence. It has cast a spell on it.
I'm assuming it's above a level 3 enchantment, so you're going to have to roll.
I have no idea what I'm doing. Just like, help!
Let me find the spell. I've got it.
I know how to fix this. Stab! Oh.
That's how I fix most problems. Oh, that's why I got arrested.
Dispel
No.
magic. Yes. And for each spell at 4th level or higher on the target, make an ability check using your spell casting ability. The DC equals 10 plus the spell's level.
I have one of those now.
You also actually has a...
Stab casting modifier.
Should I just roll this D20, Ryan? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes, please.
Be another natural 20. Close enough, 18.
It's a good roll.
Okay.
So I'm assuming it's
a good thing.
would have to be level 8 or lower, the spell.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
If it doesn't go off,
I think
we're
James,
way overhead.
James is definitely feeling like he's being very helpful at this point.
I
You are
am.
being very helpful. I'm being a shit. Okay. You've still got major eye vision going, or at this point have you turned it off?
Probably for looking at the map, I would have turned it off.
Yeah. Otherwise, it'd just be like...
Yeah.
You all sort of see this. You sort of see like that whole... Like, you basically like stabbed Silence into the middle of the table, I'm guessing? Or he's going to lightly poke the edge, or... What's your plan? Dramatic, or...
It'd be subtle.
Okay.
I subtly
Tell me-
stabbed the table.
Tell me what you're doing.
stepping a fucking table. Like,
Are you literally like driving it in the middle, or are you like fucking?
that would be more like on the side. So like, it's not like. So it wouldn't be.
Just like
It would take a bit to work out what happened, if you could ever work out what happened at all.
Yep. All right, easy. Essentially, from the point where silence hits the edge of this table, you just see like this spreading wave of just like darkness, like the imagery of the illumination of the spell and everything just sort of like fades out, and it's just left with that painted surface. And the fireplace over on the far side just like it just dies back down again.
Do we still have cast for that?
Yes, I think it's been less than an hour.
It has been less than an hour.
Hide.
I'm gonna hide.
All right.
Can we sense the ley lines from in here? Or would that take too long? That would probably take too long.
It does take a while.
It does take a little bit.
Yeah.
It's like 10
I'm
minutes.
going to go up the chimney.
Up the chimney. You give me athletics.
Damn, son.
That's a 6.
It's a
I don't
6.
go up the chimney.
You don't.
I don't make it up. I hide.
31. 41 for stealth.
41 for stealth. Mr. Leland, what is your... Oh, and where
I can
are you
reroll
going to hide?
once.
Does it matter?
Hold on. I got this. I'm like, over here.
Okay.
And I make all of us invisible.
You can do a lot of it.
I can do 3 additional targets.
That is all of you.
That is all of us.
Well, technically, I did that before you'd cast the spell.
And technically, he helped.
What?
But yeah,
But yeah,
I rolled a 41 for stealth.
we're all very stealthy and
but
invisible.
at the same time, that just makes you visibly
I know.
untraceable.
That's it.
Yeah.
So
Being
the-
invisible is actually handy, but that was just like a.
But
just transcended
it also
space
means
and
if you
time.
want to move around, I'll still get you to roll stealth rolls.
But we
But
have a
you
plus
definitely
10.
have advantage
Yeah.
and plus 10.
Yeah.
Because
I wasn't sure how many I had on top of that, but it's 3 additional targets. So
Nice.
I'm like, hold on, everyone's panicking. Hold on.
Okay, and we sit there, invisible.
where are you?
In the corner.
Well, I'm just gonna like kind of follow him as he comes through, like just kind of.
I
Cover the
think
doors.
near the door, yeah. Just to see if, in case they leave it open.
I kind of want to just follow him at this point. With that roll, no, I'm on fire.
Okay.
Not losing
You, Leland, hear the sort of telltale sound of a spell being disabled,
I hear a spell being disabled.
and the 2 doors just sort of swing open. You see the colonels just sort of stride within the room and then sort of close the doors behind him. Damn it. And he's just looking around the room and back over the other shoulder, over the right shoulder.
Blow into his ear. Or start flicking near his ear.
And I think he's gonna find out
Be
something.
cool, Jesus.
You see him sort of walk across the room.
To his favourite table.
Goes to the first.
I say.
My word, I do like this table. No, he goes across to the first window, the one on the left, and just like checks along the line, like runs his finger across the sill, and then sort of like you see him just like cock his head slightly, and then go across the next one. It's like run his finger along it. It's like he's reacting to something, and then across to the third one. Then he hears a cough.
Oh no.
But then like make sure all the windows are all the curtains are drawn fully, and then just sort of walks across to the writing desk and starts sort of shuffling through some of the blank pages.
I am following him and looking over, like.
And you see him just like pause for a moment and just like looking around, looking over his shoulders, and then just pulls a blank sheet onto the blotter and grabs one of the inkwells and just places it in front, just on the far side of the thing. Starts dipping the quill and scribbling across the page. You're just straight, basically, essentially, 2 feet off to his side. He's dipping a clean quill in an empty pot. And then scratching the quill across the page, and looking at it, you would say he's writing nothing.
He's writing nothing.
Those blank pages you stole.
You stumbled dick first into grabbing something interesting.
Yeah.
3 random pages of something interesting.
But yeah, you see him scrolling across there, and then at a point he just picks the page up and just blows across it just to dry off whatever he's been doing, and then just folds it over. Lights his also melts the edge of the sealing wax, and then presses it against the seal, and then sort of looking around, trying to find his seal stamp.
We didn't do that, didn't we?
You took
Right,
it. You quite specifically took the second seal that
Your
you
second
didn't.
seal.
The second
Can't
seal.
remember.
Roguey McRogues a lot.
The second
can't
seal
remember
is
which room I've
broken.
been
He cometh.
And a third of the seas turn to blood, and a third of the skies turn to blood. Yes, we know, right? Yes, we know.
Now he's sitting on a chair, isn't he?
Yes. Because everyone sort of just stands up and writes an intricate letter. Standing desks. Well, actually, no, standing desks are a thing now.
Yeah.
I was gonna put it all down, just put it next to the
Like it's
chair,
rolled
like it's just-
underneath.
like it's just fallen
Roll
down.
sleight of hand, please.
Okay. We should be okay, everyone. 28.
All right.
Jiminy crickets. I'm scared too.
One is throw in his face.
There it is.
Well,
It's in your pocket.
But you see him sort of just looking around the desk, and then he just sort of spots
Pull it out from behind his ear.
and just
here you go, sir. Thank you.
What? Picks it up and just looking at the floor, looking at this, and quickly melts a little bit more of the wax and puts it in there because it's already started to cool, and presses the thing in there, and then you see him just holding in one hand, and just passes his hand across the top of the letter, and as he passes over, the letter's gone.
He's a wizard!
Oh my god.
Yeah. He's cast multiple spells already.
He hasn't cast any spells, but
He
yeah.
just did the thing to the door.
He's a wizard!
All of the alarm spells are his.
Everyone else in the room's put together. He's like, ah, ah. He's one of those things I say I am.
I mean, he's like the 4th wizard in this room alone.
I can imagine he's in your head he's a wizard,
And he's just screaming at Timothy telepathically.
Did you see that? He's a wizard!
It's if I knew where you were, I'd roll my eyes aggressively at you.
If you could see it, I'm really rolling my eyes. But yeah.
Aren't you amazed at how quickly I put this together?
I'm a fucking genius.
He's got a lot of things on his mind. He doesn't notice things straight away.
It's been a long day.
At this point, he sort of stands up and rolls the shutter over the top of the writing desk. Well, extinguishes the 2 flames because he doesn't want to set his fucking writing desk on fire. And I would have laughed so hard if you did switch out one of the candles, because that would have been amazing.
That'd be oh no. It'd be a,
Which one was it?
it's huh.
One put a damage from fire. Uh-oh. Hunter's visible.
Would have been do an action? How about we just call this one a draw, shall we?
Crossbow to his neck. Look, this is going to be a weird, but don't freak out.
And don't light that candle, please. Please. But he gets up and then walks across to the main table, the map table, and just sort of
Everyone act cool.
doesn't hear a whistle. You're highly nonchalant.
It's fly casual.
And just like looking at the table, and it's like you see him just like reach his hands out, and just like place two hands over runes which you're familiar with, and then just stops and looks and lifts his hands up again, drops them back down, and then like darting his head around the room. Let's see what you can do.
Call tech support.
Have we tried till they're not enough again?
Clear the cache.
Jiggle the mouse.
Control.
But
delete.
at that, he's just like stops and like takes a breath, pulls the hands back up again, and is like just like tapping his finger on the table.
I would say that like it's like I'm just gonna be kind of ready to go and attack if I need to,
And
backing away a little bit.
White knuckles holding Roderick.
then he's just like turns back on his heels and starts just like walking towards the main doors. Gets close to them and just like raises his right hand, and like puts it against the door, and you can hear the sound of the spell sort of deactivating again. And he just like opens the doors up and just starts to sort of like turns around and is like looking into the room, just like closing the doors back up again.
Surprise!
And
Fireball!
thought about it. I was very, very serious. And then just like, foo, foo, and there's like a lock. But no, he just like closes the doors up, and you hear the sound of it. It sounds like ghostly chains, like the rattling of the ghosts of Christmas past.
Fuck yeah.
As they sort of like
Dickensian and shit.
and you hear the sounds of like the clinking of a lock, but you don't see anything because you don't have mage vision up. But yeah, you get the distinct sense that the doors are locked again.
I quickly go back to that writing desk, open up, grab the rest of those papers with potentially the invisible ink, and then also grab
The invisible ink.
the invisible ink.
Yep.
We're still invisible. We're invisible for an hour.
Okay.
Yes. Plenty of time to
Stay in here.
take the ley lines, find a ley line, and get the party out of here.
I mean, we could just go out a window.
They're all locked. Alarmed.
They're not locked. Just set the alarm.
They're
Yeah.
alarmed.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if we're leaving
Well,
and invisible,
If we can
As little trace as possible.
I mean, that's fair. Yeah, we could ley line.
If we can find one in this room.
It's not how it works.
you can get out though. You can still teleport, can't you?
I can, yes.
Yeah, we can all get out of here pretty easily.
Well, two people can. We'll have to go through the chimney.
Yeah, it's no problem.
Yeah, that's true.
Assuming that the chimney isn't alarmed as well.
Oh,
Like already gone
didn't
through it
seem to be. 'Cause
once.
we went through it once.
Well, yeah, you didn't go through like the flue though. That was like you were in an internal air shaft thing. Like I would imagine if he's gone to all these lengths to protect all the ways in. I don't know.
Well,
I'm not pulling that thread. We could. I don't know.
Try ley line first.
What's
Roll me perception.
Save us
me?
Yes.
But
I think that's
But-
just like really loud and
oh, okay, that's like 20.
that stays around for a while, doesn't it?
I got.
I think we just leave. Just leave. Free.
I think not until everyone's gone through.
I think we just go through the conventional means. We can get out by conventional means. Well, and some magic stuff.
Yeah, I got 20.
You hear the sound of it. It sounds a little like just distant, like glass, not shattering, just like the plink sound of when like a glass, like a wine glass, just like gets a fine crack in it. You're familiar with that. It sounds like arcane spells being like produced into a space. Like they go from not being anything into basically brought into creation, essentially, and they make a sound as they now occupy a space that was previously occupied by zero. Like, it's just like it's only very very fine because you cast spells, you deal with spells, you can break spells. You've heard this a few times. There's been a spell cast
In the room?
Yes.
We gotta get the fuck out of here right now.
Okay.
I say we just jump out through that window and make fucking leg it. I say we just go.
You got the carpet?
No.
It's in the bag.
Sweat.
Smash window, put carpet outside, have it floating there. Oh, everyone jump on the carpet and fly.
Let's just go.
Yeah.
Oh, whatever. Trying to fucking. Let's just get out.
So you, considering you're all invisible, the option of hand signals is
Well, I mean,
that's one way, by the
Boop,
way.
boop, 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 boop. Let's get the fuck out of here right now.
okay. Do you sound more panicky than normal, or the normal amount of
Yes.
panic?
Yes.
I think we work with like
There's
have to go,
spells. I don't know what spells are. I can't do detect magic and be invisible at the same time. So let's get the fuck out of here right now.
Let's go.
Yes.
You basically have to take the lead on this and tell exactly what's going to happen because they can't respond unless they want to talk.
No, just hear that and just go.
Main window over there. Hana, get the magic carpet out. Magic carpet out. We'll lay it out in front of the thing, and we'll all jump on it. And then I don't know.
It's a thin window, so we'll have to smash it, put the carpet outside. And
Is the window thinner than?
I
the
will
carpet?
whisper because I can't communicate.
The window is probably a little bit thinner than that doorway. It's tall and thin. It's probably about nearly that.
We're
It's
invisible for
probably
an hour.
nearly another 50% taller.
Yeah.
But it's definitely narrower.
We're invisible for an hour. I'll just whisper, just run, and I'll open a window and out I go.
Okay.
I see a window open, I go through it.
Yeah, I'll follow.
I'll crawl down or leap down or do something.
I will float down.
Acrobatics. What do I have to do to go down? Might not break
no.
anything.
Oh no.
All right. Yeah, acrobatics.
Climbing down the wall, basically.
23.
You're.
I'm just gonna fall.
Yeah, you're just gonna fall doing your monk 3-point landing.
Yeah.
Superman stuff.
I know.
And is Leland doing a nail?
I got a 4 on my acrobatics.
And this is you just sort of leaping out the window.
Literally, I think at this point.
I think he would stop at the edge and just sort of like try and yeah. No, he'd fuck it. He's fucked it up.
Try and ease himself out. And...
Or I like to think that you've done that because you're invisible. No one can see you. Someone's literally just like walked into you, and you've gone, "Oh dang it!"
Okay. So you fall from the second floor and you take 5 points of damage.
I need to make a concentration check.
Yes, you do.
So it's 10. It'll be 10, right?
Yeah. 10's the higher out of the two.
I don't think I have any constitution. You all might be visible in a sec.
And you definitely are because you've just taken damage.
No, that's not how that works.
Oh, no?
No,
it's
if you
a
attack
spell and action.
or
Okay.
spell.
Sorry, I thought it was damage as well. Y'all visible.
Get the carpet.
It's better. It's quicker to run at this point.
Yes.
We're in this city ley line. Like, why go up when you can stay low and stay down?
Okay, that's fair.
You are in the Manor's gardens. They are poorly kept, but well, we've established there is definitely some thorn plants on the eastern side.
Ah!
That's fine.
So wait, that was 5 damage. I should
Yes,
probably
please.
record that.
Yeah, stay hidden in the garden. Like,
Stealth out.
Yeah. If you guys want to Scarpa, you tell me what you're doing. Kez, you see basically see his own hands and oh shit, and then sort of looks up and sees you three in your various landing spots and states,
I'm hidden in some rose bushes.
you're cleverly disguised as an injured man in a rose bush.
They'll never think to look here.
But yeah, sees visible people that were not visible 30 seconds ago and goes, shit. And you just see him Scarpa and just essentially Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon style, like bouncing across the tops of some of like the shrubbery and hedge work and everything.
It's so cool.
And he's just like getting the fuck out of there right now.
Is there like a hedge, something decent we could like kind of?
There is hedgeworks. You could see what might have been the remnants of what was a well kept, like hedge maze in the back in the back gardens, but it hasn't been maintained in a good number of years. So now it's just a mess of hawthorn and.
Right, I'll pull them out of the rose bush. Basically, pull them down. Go move low, move silent, and point towards the hedge maze.
Yep.
Head there, and off I go.
Into the head smooch?
We just want something to cover us. I want to
Which, I'll point out the fact that I mentioned that it was made of hawthorn.
Yeah, it's that or have a fight.
What's a hawthorn?
It's what they actually used to make. Like, if you look at the old English countryside with the actual hedge fences, it's also fucking thorny. It's got thorn in the name. It is an unpleasant bush.
Stands to reason. Yeah, I'll follow you. This is your radio.
Stealthy plus 10 to stealthy.
Yep. Just get the Benzidine stuff out afterwards.
Yeah.
Just take a whole fucking
Just have a bath,
in Betadine. Oh, this stings.
I got a 35.
35.
27.
39.
39. Okay.
Yeah. Gonna
make it after all. Okay. Let's see how I make you guys do a labyrinth.
Just easily.
You just ran into a maze.
Yeah,
it's not
like I realize I'm.
I guess we're not running full into the maze. It's like more like a spot too hard.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's getting there as quietly as possible, and then getting in there, and then staying put so we can't be seen. Like, I'm thinking moving around, running around the maze isn't going to be good. That'll give us signals. Just like finding a spot to stay there, lay low for a bit, see what kind of happens, and then either wait till darkness and move on, or move.
Or we could fly away.
Yes, but we should probably see.
If we get lost in a maze, we could just fly.
You just worked out as a. It's true, but you just worked out as a wizard. So let's just wait and see.
Hanging around also gives more time to be detected.
Okay, so you are hiding out in
hand
the remnants of a hedge maze. And
I've seen this movie. It doesn't end well.
But the carpet also, because we're visible. I'll tell you later. Right.
which movie are you referencing? Maze Runner or
The Shining?
Oh, The Shining. Yeah,
Ooh.
I was also going to go with Harry Potter because Cedric Diggory dies at the end of that.
Oh yeah, he gets killed by a wizard. We're fucked.
Spoilers!
It was 10 fucking years ago, and the book's been out for longer.
Is that when Dumbledore kills Snape?
You got him.
Yep. That's the one.
little
Exactly
later.
that one.
Nice!
Like maybe in the next book, sorry.
I don't know. There's Hagrid the Wizard and
Yep.
Yeah.
an elf.
Oh, that's right. You haven't read or
Crooked,
watched the
yeah.
movies, have you?
No,
I've done both. I cried a little. But,
fair.
okay. For quite a while, you don't appear to see anything happening within the house at all. Then, in about half an hour, 45 minutes time, you hear the sounds of wee-oo, wee-oo, wee-oo. No, they're just the sounds of
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah.
Right, now it's time to move on.
Oh no.
and you hear the sounds of just like
He released
heavy,
the hounds.
a heavy padding of like several bloodhounds.
Release the hounds.
Bloodhounds. Carpet?
Yes. Also, skunk smells.
Yes.
This would be the first time that spell has ever been used in a useful faction ever in the history of D&D. Ever, ever, ever. No one has ever used skunk smells as a functional, useful thing other than pissing off other players or NPCs.
Now's not the time. Oh wait, hold on. No, go ahead.
Now is literally the best time.
You do that, I get the carpet up and running,
It's like,
I'm
we get
like,
up.
go team.
Can you do invisibility again? Or was that just
I can.
tapped out?
I can't make the carpet invisible.
Oh, no.
That's
I
okay, as
actually
long
think
as
it's
we're
better to be
invisible.
invisible and run rather than do the carpet.
But bloodhounds.
Yeah, we're in a maze.
With bloodhounds. We can be
Tell me
invisible
what
on
you're
the
doing.
carpet, and they can just be a carpet fly away, and then the carpet never gets seen
Yeah,
again.
it's also... I guess it's a big risk being up in the air with a wizard that can potentially do things, but cool, yeah, you can do it.
So they're on the ground with bloodhounds.
Whole new world that you close your eyes.
And we can fly just above the maze.
We're doing it. We're magic
Carpet.
carpeting.
Invisible on the carpet.
There we go.
The motion passes. You can do what you want. See you later. Bye.
Bye, Felicia.
Tell me what you're doing.
We're doing that.
You're doing that?
Cast
Invisible
invisibility,
on the
put
Funny
eyes.
how putting a fucking sand timer on the...
Oh no.
Flying low at first.
Okay, so carpet out.
Invisible people on the carpet flying low at first. Leaving behind skunk smell.
How low?
Let's
Originally just above the maze.
All right.
I mean, I guess the minute we kind of
at
pass
this
the
point
maze, like
here,
a yunk.
Yeah.
you give me a performance roll, considering you do your whole thing with music and sounds, to fly this thing as low as possible.
27?
Okay, well done.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
Well, fuck me, I guess.
Because I wanted to roll low and just like flub this, and all of a sudden he's got like a whole pulling thread of
Oh
fucking carpet.
no.
That's just mean.
Hey,
That'd be funny though.
Yeah, I know.
but yeah.
Have been abusing the fuck out of the magic carpet.
So it's gone from a little bit of I was hoping for just
I
like
know,
poor
it's-
whistling and bad Peruvian hand music, a little bit more to was it Yondu from Guardians of the Galaxy?
I just like now we're on the magic carpet, and I'm like, I could have walked down the wall out of that window.
But you fell instead.
With absolutely no effort whatsoever. You're already wearing the thing because you didn't want to put the other cloak on.
I'm just disappointed in myself. Really.
But yeah, you're basically Yonduing yourself out of the out by just like the whistling and sounds and everything like that. You see like this whole like burst of hawthorn regrowth that's come up, and you manage to like quickly dart to the left and scoot and skirt around that. Meanwhile, if you two can give me agility saves,
Yep.
Just hold on.
this is coupling in with what he's decided.
I'll roll a 20.
What
I
have
gotta passive aggressively throw my dice
you roll
more
a 20
often.
as
I
well?
rolled a 20 as well.
What the actual fuck, you guys?
We're here to ruin your
We're
life.
both doing handstands on there and like high-fiving.
I
they're
you just
invisible,
do-
so
I
no
think
one
you
can
just do
actually
your best, like
appreciate
Star
this.
Trek battle scene things where you're like all like, yeah,
I always love those scenes for like the camera shake taken off.
and no sound effects.
Yeah.
It's just like the actual raw footage. It's so good. But yeah, because apparently you guys can't roll them less than a fucking 20 tonight.
Boom
Unless you-
shakalaka.
There we go. Except for the one time you tried to get out of a window. Boom shakalaka.
That you could have walked out of.
You don't have to be mean about it, right?
I'm not being mean.
That's
I am getting in the spirit of the moment.
kind of mean, really.
The spirit of D&D is within me.
He's dealing the best way he can with how
But yeah,
horrible we're being.
Within your butt.
So, so yeah, we got the vision of dramatic escape scene on a magical flying carpet. A little bit Aladdin, because that's the only reference we got for a magic flying carpet, really.
Aladdin.
Aladdin.
I am
Well, after a little while, the
What
word
about
stops.
Aladdin.
Al.
You can call me Betty.
But yeah, and you.
Call me out.
And once they pass the maze, we're gonna try to break line of sight with the manor and all that. And,
Okay, so you pass the walls and they sort of drop down
Yeah.
to as the
and then
glow,
try to get through some
and
buildings.
there's weaving through streets, basically doubling back into it, and you just hear in
And
the
empty
background the
carpets.
sound of the baying of wolves of hounds, and then at one point you hear where they would have hit skunk smell,
Skunk.
and you hear some more like that because I just needed a Foley artist on my left here. It has been great. You guys have escaped the Jarlson Manor.
Woo! Yeah, we did it! Yeah, woo! Thank you for listening to Heimdall's Watch. If you have any questions, or, if you need us to, pick you up from the airport to help you move, you can contact us on email at isolatedcitygaming@gmail.com. Or contact us at Isolated City Gaming on iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, or YouTube. And, or if you just want to talk,